back up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our set. I feel like we haven't been on camera in front of you guys.
We haven't been in the studio for
a
like
hot
30
minute.
days.
It's been a bit.
We did like a podcast in there.
We did one or two podcasts. It's it was kind of a month of reflection, a month of
Well, you made that really deep right off the bat.
I mean, it's,
Spent a lot of time reflecting,
so
connecting with my
this
inner
is
being.
so you guys are seeing this on Wednesday, which is going to be our normal vlog spot. If you guys haven't been paying attention, we just did 30 days of vlogs. Took a little break from Let's Plays, took a little break from podcasts, and just kind of wanted to go back to basics. So we wanted to come back and reflect a little bit on it. Jake, how did you feel
#basic.
after you hashtag basic?
#basic.
So
Ooh,
Jake, how did
girl.
you feel about your 15 vlogs?
At the beginning, it was kind of fun. Yeah, very much at the beginning.
Right.
Because at the beginning, it's like you're super motivated. Like with most projects, like you're super motivated up front.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, I can't wait to make a vlog out of this. Blah, blah, blah. I got footage for everything. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to have it up 2 days before. And then like Sunday, I shot it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're supposed to go up at 10 in the morning. And I just like shot it, edited it, put it up. And I was just like, man, I came home Saturday night. I was just like frustrated. And the last thing I wanted to do was make a video.
Right.
Because all the video would have been was just like me
being frustrated.
talking about how I didn't want to make a video.
You'd already done
So-
one of those, right?
Yeah. But no, I think it's good. It forces you to push yourself. Like, all right, I don't really want to make a video. I don't want to sit down and edit a video, because making a video doesn't just entail shooting the video. It's like, all right, I'm gonna make it, gonna edit it, and then upload it. All in all, it's probably gonna take me like 2 hours if I have an idea to talk about right now.
Right.
And so, but you push yourself because you're like, all right, we're only doing it for 30 days. I don't want to miss a day just because I don't feel like it.
It's true.
So even if it goes up late, it still went up.
Yeah.
So I think it was good. I think I learned a lot from it. I think I learned I don't ever want to be a daily vlogger, in any sense of the word. So man, props to you that do that, and
Yeah,
more power to you.
I feel like I didn't have enough interesting stuff happening in my daily life. I think if I left the house more and had more things going on other than sitting behind my computer, I think it might have been a little easier for me. But I feel kind of the same way. Like, we started off really good. Like, I had some cool ideas. I thought some of them went well. Not everybody did. But it was really easy at first, and then it became drastically harder.
Like it wasn't like a slow progression into
No,
like it's kind of difficult. It's like, well, I'm not doing anything for the next 8 days, and
Well, it was especially hard because I went on vacation for like 5 or 6 days. And so I had to come up with I filmed every day for like 4 days in a row.
yeah.
And I know that probably wasn't my best work. And because I had to schedule them out, they don't show up quite right, like on the front page of the channel.
They don't. There's like a stack of your videos, and then like a
and
stack of mine.
yours. Yeah. And so it was definitely difficult for me. I don't ever edit the videos. So going in and shooting videos with in mind like what I want the video to come out as, I think is a totally different perspective. A lot of times it's just stationary camera. We're sitting here playing games, but with a vlog, it's like, okay, like what do I want to communicate while I'm doing this? Like, what's the point of what I'm doing? What's the story I'm trying to tell? And then when I go to edit it, it's like, how do I make that more obvious? And do I want to add in pictures? Do I want to add in text? Do I bring in clips from other stuff? Like, do I use still images? Do I frame myself up properly, or like with the rule of thirds? Or do I center the shot? And so it's things that I don't have to think about because that's not my role here, right? And then even going so far as to edit them and add things in is a whole new challenge on that side for me, just to get stuff out on time, because my computer does not work as fast as Jake's. So the editing and the exporting and uploading process are like, I can't do that all in the same night. Like, I just can't. It doesn't function for me. So like, I have to edit it and then export it, and then the next morning I can upload it. If I leave the exporting and uploading to the same day, it doesn't get out on time. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So it's
It happens. No, the thing that I think
it's
I
different.
struggled the most with is like, so we shoot with the camera we have now,
Mhm.
which is just a DSLR that I've had forever. Has a flip out screen, swivel screen, so I can look and see exactly what's happening.
right there.
But I shot all my vlogs with my phone. You can see that like I have no way to see. It's out of focus there. Doesn't really matter. You get the idea. Like, this is what we're looking at. So I like, all right, I assume that I'm framed up correctly because this camera looks way better than this one.
Yep.
So it's like, all right, I assume I'm framed up correctly. So I did several vlogs like in my truck while I was driving.
Yeah.
And fortunately, all of them turned out like framed well enough,
Yeah.
and I like the way they happened. But it's just like, all right, I'm putting it up here and guessing. Like, as when we're recording this, like yesterday, I did one in the truck driving home.
Yeah.
And so it was just like 10 minutes of just me talking.
Yep.
That was where I kind of found the easiest way to do things. I talk to myself in the car all the time.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, all right, just turn the camera on, tell a story,
Mm-hmm.
do whatever. And so like talking for 10 minutes, I'm like, I don't really want to tell that story again. I want to talk about something else.
Right.
So I pulled it down. And I was like, okay, it did work. Put it down.
Yeah, that's my problem. I would, I don't drive anywhere, so I don't have that other place. So I would like sometimes film it in my chair, and then sometimes I'd film it in Gila's chair, just to get like a different feel for
I
it.
saw that.
I think there was one
I
that I
know
was.
people may not
gonna
notice,
do-
but like I know your living room so well because I'm always in it, and I'm like, he switched chairs.
Yeah, and then there's one I do where I'm standing up. Like, do I need to be standing up? No, It has no bearing on what I'm talking about, but I wanted to change it up, and so it is hard to get like the focus right. So what I'll do is I'll set my tripod where it's going to be, and then I'll sit down and I'll take like a 10 to 15 second like test video, and then I'll get up and see if it looks good enough, and if it does, then I'll sit hopefully back in the exact same place and do. Is a pain. It's difficult. It's phones. That's just how it is. It's not a problem with the phone. It is just mobile video. That is how it works.
Yeah. Also,
and then having to handbrake all the video to come out to a
Oh my
constant
goodness.
frame rate.
because we use
So-
Premiere, and Premiere is the only editing software that doesn't handle variable frame rate.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to a point, but also if you're the only one that doesn't do it, why don't
Why not just do it?
whatever?
I don't
It's not that
understand.
big a deal. It didn't take me that
Stupid.
long to handbrake stuff, but it's just like
Takes me
bleh.
a long time.
Yeah, especially because I did one where I had 2.5 hours of time lapse footage.
Yeah.
And that one took me like 3 hours to like handbrake it all down to usable footage to then just shorten it all up into
Yeah.
like a 10-minute video.
My problem is like a 10-minute clip will take like 45 minutes to handbrake on a machine at 1080p 60. It's awful. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I've tried everything I can to boost handbrake. And you know what it happens? My computer like blows up. Like I'd go even and set like the process priority to like above normal. And the computer's like, no. Just blue screen.
I refuse.
Like everything locks up. Like if I have an external monitor hooked up, it's trash. So I just know like, oh, if I want to edit tomorrow, I should handbrake tonight.
Yeah.
So it extends my recordings. It's like I have to film on a Monday to post on a Wednesday. So it's exhausting. What was your favorite thing about doing it? Because we have lots of negatives. What's your favorite thing about it? All right, so I'll go ahead and go first. For me, I got a little more comfortable talking with myself on camera. For us, it's easy because we're just interacting back and forth in our Let's Plays and stuff. But I found that if you left the room, I became like a zombie. Like,
There's
I
no
had
one to
idea
bounce
what to say.
ideas off of.
And so it forced me to just like have a conversation with people and be comfortable talking with someone that's not actually there.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, I know that if I look at my first video and then I look at my last video, it feels more natural. So I think it improves my on-camera presence, which is important for a thing that we want to do, which requires a lot of camera presence.
Almost strictly on camera.
I
presence.
also kind of sort of got over my fear of filming stuff in public. Because for me, like if I have you around, well, you're filming it, so I'm not worried about what's happening.
Yeah.
But like if I'm filming, I'm like, what if somebody sees me and makes fun of me? Or what if someone sees me filming and just like gets irrationally upset for no reason?
And that's what I was wondering about. Like, you can't film here. Like,
Yeah.
Whoa, hey,
Like I'm not good with confrontation.
I'm in a public park.
Like I can do confrontation all day with my friends, but like a random person coming up to me and telling me I can't do something, I'm going to agree with them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I will. Oh, I can't film a public park? That checks out. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Mine was like if I
Do
was
you
in
want
a
my phone?
if I was in a store,
Yeah.
like, you know, we went to a bookstore and then like a candy shop. I'm trying to like discreetly pull out my phone, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, if it's that big a deal, just shut it down and do something else.
Even on my vacation with like some of the shots I was doing, I was nervous about taking a video of the outside. Like I'm outside. Outside is free for everyone.
Public domain.
All right. So what's some positives from you from this takeaway?
I, honestly just kind of enjoyed telling my stories to something that was listening. I mean,
Yeah.
I talk to myself a lot, like it's in the truck driving back and forth. Like something reminds me of the story, and just to get out of my head, I just start talking out loud,
Right.
and it's what I do. I work alone a lot, so I talk to myself a lot.
Yeah.
So I had the camera up. I was like, okay, I can work on forming stories into coherent, forming thoughts into coherent stories. When the day comes that we're actually somewhere else and people don't know these
Yeah.
stories, and maybe like we're on somebody else's podcast.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can form a coherent thought by myself. I can surely do it with other people in the room.
Exactly.
Like-
Yeah. It's that anxiety almost of like meeting people and my wife pointed out to me, we met a friend of ours in person for the first time this last week, and I found myself throughout like the whole week, like planning out conversation topics, planning out how they would go, and then how I would respond if they didn't go that way, and like making sure I had fallbacks so there was no awkward like silence 5 minutes after you met, right?
Yeah.
And none of it went according to plan, and it still worked out really well. But she reminded me, it's like, that's like an introvert thing, and I'm not normally considering myself an introvert. I'm a very like people person. So
You're not though.
But I mean,
You're a people online person. That's where your extroversion comes in. You talk
Right.
to people really well online,
That's true.
but you're not super good in person with people you don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's where the kind of the introvert extrovert line comes in.
yeah,
Is like we're both introverted in that sense. We don't like to necessarily talk to new people
Yeah.
up front, but like we'll go hang out with friends all day. Like, we really get your batteries charged by hanging out with your
Right.
friends.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's a fun mix.
We'll see. So we're interested to see how this affects like our Let's Plays and our podcasts and things like that as we go forward. So schedule going forward, it's gonna be mostly the same, right? We've got Let's Plays on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and then our podcast will still be on Thursdays,
Right.
at least for right now. We may change it in
Yeah.
the future. It depends. We may be getting in some different equipment to change things up a bit. We don't really know. It's up in the air. So, but Wednesdays will be, I talked about it a bit in one of my vlogs. But if you didn't see that, that's okay. Most people didn't.
on
We're going to be doing a weekly vlog. And so it's going to alternate between us. So one Wednesday, like say next week, Wednesday, I'll do one. And then the week after that.
Jake does one.
Yeah, Jake does one. Good
Oh.
job.
Wait, what's comedy all about?
What?
Timing. That's
Oh
right.
man, that's good. Good. I'm gonna remember that. So next week I'll do one, and so it'll give us a little bit. We'll each have 2 weeks basically to flesh out a vlog. Still get us that regular like time editing and time filming and
So over the Tuesday
Thinking
night,
things
Jake will be
out.
shooting a vlog in his truck right outside his apartment.
exactly with poor lighting and everything. It'll be great. It's like, oh man, I forgot to park under street light tonight. Dang
There's
it.
a little light in my truck. That's what I use. Like just
Yeah.
turn on that overhead like console light. It worked out. It didn't
Yeah.
look awful.
Yeah. So that's gonna be kind of the plan going forward. So if you really like the vlogs, we'll keep doing them. If you didn't like them, well, then that's one day you don't have to watch.
Ta-da.
So take something off your list there.
Save you some time.
Yeah, I mean that's all I got. You got anything to add here?
No, I don't think so. I think it was fun to do.
Yeah.
Thanks. Shout out to Big Pop Sam for giving us the idea.
I know,
It wasn't
even-
your original idea,
And he couldn't finish it, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
but you're still a buddy. We like you, even though
Still
you're
a boy.
Canadian.
Still a boy.
Yo, boy. Yep, yep.
All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.